Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. Thank you for tuning into this video. So much has already happened and so much is about to happen. My channel has been covering every single story, every single thing you need to know that's affecting and reflecting the price of precious metals. That's why it's so important to be subscribed. You need to be subscribed because on a daily basis, I will update you guys on what's happening with the prices and where most likely where they're going to be headed, right? There's a lot of things that are about to affect the price of precious metals, and it could go drastically different whether this guy gets elected or the other guy, or whether this stimulus package goes through or it doesn't. There's a lot of things that are up in the air, and if you're not in tune on a daily basis, it could highly throw off your stacking strategy. So I really need you guys to subscribe. It's more crucial than ever. We have a global pandemic on our hands. We have the US presidential election with the second $1 trillion stimulus package exposing the dollar. It's crazy. And as we go into the holidays, it's going to get even crazier. 2021 is going to be an interesting year. It's going to get worse before it gets better. I hate to say that, but it's true. Everything looks like silver is a ticking time bomb. The signs are blatantly obvious. Lower dollar index from the stimulus package, from the monetary policies, overpopulating or oversaturating the economy, trying to keep everyone afloat, is going to push gold and silver higher. They actually said it's a direct correlation, or negative zero .9 correlation between the dollar and precious metals, which means if the dollar index is high, literally precious metals will be low, and vice versa. They're polar opposites. So if we know the dollar index is going down, that's a clear indicator that precious metals will rise. And the worst part, or the best part is for us, is that with everything happening and we have to put together more, the dollar could be extremely hurt from this. So I'm not this video isn't talking, or I'm not trying to talk about why silver is going to explode. It's more talking about after it does what you're going to do. If you're not preparing for something, then you're setting yourself up for failure. If you're not preparing how to sell your silver before you even buy it, you might get stuck in a rut. If you're not preparing how to sell your silver once it explodes, you might be stuck in a rut. It could happen a lot quicker, and it could throw you off guard. No one is going to be able to predict when it happens. It's not like you're going to be able to set up and have time to just ease into it. No, it's gonna be a wild card. It's gonna come out of nowhere, and you have to be on your A game. If you're not, you might panic sell, impulse buy, make a terrible decision. Irrational decision making happening on the spot. So if you're prepared, you have a better chance of profiting, capitalizing on that. So what does this look like? Well, first and foremost, you got to have a number. You have to have a safety number. Say, I'm not going to sell any less than $40, $50. And if that's where you think silver's price or value should be, especially depending upon how long until you're going to sell. If you're not planning on selling for 5, 10 years, yeah, go with $50, even higher if you want. Say, I'm not selling any silver less than that because I know it's worth much more than that. And then have a safety number that you won't pay above. I'm not going to pay more than $30 an ounce, and I'm not going to sell less than $50. Those two numbers will keep you from panic selling and impulse buying, because now you literally have a number that you can't go past. Impulse buying happens so quickly that you can get wrapped up and spiral down the spiral so fast without even realizing it. But those numbers will keep you in check, and that's very important, especially with so much chaos, drama, controversy happening around the world. So I'm looking at this from a fundamental standpoint. We buy silver for cheap, sell it for higher. So the interesting thing, and this is probably going to be the hardest decision that we have to make as silver stackers, is should we transfer our money or our gold and silver back to fiat currency? That's kind of contradicting. It's kind of killing the whole point that we invest in the gold and silver. See, the dollar is fake money. There's no real value. Gold and silver is real money. It cannot be created nor destroyed. Gold and silver is real money. Has been for 5,000 years. So if we transfer fake money into real money, then why would we transfer that real money back to fake money? Will it be just to buy a house or just to retire and you'll keep the rest for, to pass down? That's more than likely what I'm going to do, right? I'll be able to retire. I'll be able to pass down a good amount, just because this is the thing. Yes, yeah, the dollar is a crazy demonic thing, but it's an element, a tool of survival, food, water, shelter. We need money. It's the most liquid form of currency. So whether or not you like it or not, you still have to have a lot of it. And I actually mention this a lot in my videos. Don't start stacking silver until you have a good amount of money saved up in your bank account. A good amount, because if not, as soon as a medical emergency happens, as soon as your car breaks down, rent's due, then you're going to end up selling your silver for a loss because the coins haven't had enough time to appreciate. And then the worst part is then you're going to buy back that silver later on, probably having to resell it again. It's just it's not a profitable strategy. It's not a rational strategy. You got to learn the value of a dollar. You have to learn how to save, invest, and really it is understanding the true value of a dollar. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't understand the true value of a dollar. The true value of a dollar is ever changing. Back in the day, the true value of a dollar is a lot different than in today's time. If you can compare that or look at it from an intrinsical value, then you can get a lot farther. You can get a lot more out of that dollar. What I'm saying is, if you understand that the dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power, that the dollar is deflating, then as time goes on, you have to adjust what you're going to be trading or selling it for at a higher amount. Right now, $24.50 silver is the dollar amount for 1 ounce. But as time goes on, as the dollar weakens, I know that $24.50 will go higher regardless of the spot price or not, but solely because of silver's intrinsic value and the dollar losing value. The dollar over time loses value, gold and silver rises in value. It's as black and white as that. So if I'll actually put it in the comments, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna sell your gold and silver back to fiat currency? And if you are, what price would you do this at? What would be the realistic price? Would it be $100? Would it be 50? Would it be 30? Would it be 40? Give me your realistic number. A lot of people, and this is a perfect time to see where people are on the page. A lot of people might not be on the same page, but you got to remember people have different time frames that they're going to be selling. Someone who's not like me, I'm not selling for 15, 20 years. So for me to say I'm not going to sell any less than $100 silver might sound crazy, but in 15, 20 years, that will not be crazy at all. So, but someone that's going to be selling in 3 to 5 years, if they say $100 silver, that's highly unlikely. So you can see why just because someone says a number and someone else says a much higher or lower number doesn't necessarily mean those two people are wrong. They're just trying to be realistic within their time frame. You got to remember that. Keep it nice in the comments. I would love to see your guys the realistic numbers, what you're preparing, what you're not gonna pay above, and what you're not gonna sell below. Also, you could do emergency silver. Which silver are you going to sell first? Will you sell your hardcore bullion, and then as time goes on, slowly sell your sentimental or your collector coins. That's probably what I'll do. I'll probably keep a lot of my silver, but in the beginning, I'll just sell the stuff I really don't care about, the metal content. American Eagles, bars, whatever the case is on that front. And then when it comes to some of the coins I like, some of the pandas, maybe the slab pandas and stuff, I'm probably gonna slowly sell that off, but I'm gonna find a specific buyer. I'm not just gonna list this coin on eBay, and just say, hey, buy this coin for whatever. I'm gonna find a buyer because by that time the coins will be heavily heavily valuable, especially some of the ones that I'll be selling, like the 2016 PF70 Ultra Cameo Moon Festival Panda. That coin right now I could put up for and probably get a nice dollar for, a pretty penny for. But I'm definitely waiting for another couple decades. Now, I hope that this video has helped. I hope this video has put things into a realistic perspective on when silver does hit the jackpot. What are your options and what are you going to do? See, right now, since you've been listening to this video, you've been reflecting upon your own stack and you are already at a huge advantage beyond any other stacker that hasn't watched this. Because most people haven't thought that far ahead yet. But now, when it happens and you're in this situation, you can already envision, have the numbers, have the game plan, and that will set you up for success. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I post a lot of videos on my channel. I'm going to keep posting videos. There's a lot of stuff about to be happening around the corner, so you want to be subscribed because I will update you guys on a daily basis on what's happening and what you should do. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.